a variety of elements of his life, such as his early life, family, career, net worth, income, house, cars, much more. Without further delay, let's begin. Early life, family, and education. Harry Edward Styles, the son of landlady Anne Twist and finance worker Desmond D. Styles, was born on February 1, 1994 in Redditch, England. He relocated to the village of Holmes Chapel in Cheshire with his parents and sister Gemma when he was a toddler. When he was 7 years old, his parents split, and his mother eventually remarried to John Cox. The couple later divorced. She married Robin Twist in 2013 and he died of cancer in 2017. Styles has an elder stepbrother named Mike and a stepsister named Amy. Styles stated he had a wonderful childhood and was always supported by his parents despite the failed marriages of parents he experienced as a child. Harry Styles was a member of the band White Eskimo, which won a local Battle of the Bands tournament while attending Holmes Chapel Comprehensive School. He started working part-time at a bakery in Holmes Chapel when he was 16 years old. He began recording covers on a karaoke machine given to him by his grandfather when he was a child, with Elvis Presley's The Girl of My Best Friend being the first song he recorded. Career. Styles appeared on stage as a solo contestant for the 7th series of the British televised singing competition The X Factor on April 11, 2010 after his mother suggested it. He sang a rendition of Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely?
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?
Harry Styles made it to boot camp, but unfortunately he couldn't go any further. 4 others similarly failed, but in July 2010, during the bootcamp round of the competition, they were assorted as an ensemble and qualified for the group's category, coached by the judge Simon Cowell. Styles, Niall Horan, Liam Payne, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik formed the world's most popular boy band, which met for 2 weeks to practice. One Direction secured a recording contract with Cowell's label, Psycho Records, in January 2011. What Makes You Beautiful, their debut single, reached #1 in the United Kingdom. That song has a beautiful spirit to it. Even the tune of the song still gives us vibes. Up All Night, their debut studio album, was released later that year. Guess what? Styles wrote 3 songs on the album, making One Direction the first British band to have their first album chart at #1, and that too in the United States. Take Me Home, Midnight Memories, 4, and Made in the AM were their 4 subsequent studio albums, all of which debuted at #1 in the UK. After completing promotional operations for Made in the AM, the band went on an indefinite break at Styles' insistence in 2016 not having to exhaust the fanbase. In July 2017, Styles made his feature film debut in Christopher Nolan's war picture Dunkirk, playing a British soldier named Alex, part of Dunkirk rescue during World War II. Fionn Whitehead, Tom Glynn-Carney, Jack Lowden, Kenneth Branagh, Cillian Murphy, Mark Rylance, and Tom Hardy were among the ensemble cast members. Styles was cast because he fit the part perfectly and deserved a seat at the table over thousands of young guys, according to Nolan, who later claimed he was ignorant of Styles' fame. Styles' second album, Fine Line's lead song, Lights Up, was released in October 2019 and debuted in 3rd place in the UK. According to music journalist John Caramanica, the song contains a soft-touch re-entry into the pop slipstream. In November, Styles did double duty as both a host and a musical guest on Saturday Night Live. Adore You, the second single before Fine Line, was released in December and reached #7 in the UK and #6 in the US. That month, Styles also served as a guest host on James Corden's Late Late Show. With aspects of folk and Britpop, soft rock, pop, and rock have been defined as Styles' musical styles. The songs he grew up listening to, such as Pink Floyd, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, Fleetwood Mac, and Harry Nilsson's songwriting, impacted his debut album. Styles' favorite album is Northern Irish musician Van Morrison's Astral Weeks, which he describes as absolutely beautiful. He also thinks Etta James's album At Last is wonderful. Styles was inspired by Joni Mitchell's breakthrough 1971 album Blue to contact the record's dulcimer instrumentalist, who then collaborated with him on Fine Line. Income and net worth. With a reputed net worth of $75 million, Harry Styles is the richest of the group. Styles, a longtime fan favorite, became the face of Gucci and co-chair of the 2019 Met Gala. He was even considered for the role of Prince Eric. Houses. Although Harry Styles has an $8.7 million apartment in New York with 2,868 square feet of living space, it is thought that he spends the majority of his time in Beverly Hills. But first, let's go over some information about his Manhattan abode. The building's 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathroom flat, which was fully renovated to its 1882 architectural style, is wonderfully comfortable. Chip and Joanna Gaines, to be frank, appear to have gotten their hands on it. Harry has lived in Beverly Hills on several occasions, and his present Sunset Strip pad is the trendiest of them all. In January 2016, Harry spent $6.8 million on a hillside property in West Hollywood. The 3-bedroom, 6-bathroom property is tucked away on a bit of street, yet there is plenty of room. A spacious kitchen, a gym, various terraces, and a resort-worthy pool are among the 4,100 square feet of living space. Do you want to know who Harry Styles' neighbors are? CeeLo Green, Halle Berry, and Diana Ross are all here. Guess what? Calvin Harris is also his neighbor. The musician had made London his home over the last few years, purchasing his first Hampstead house when he was just 18, his second in 2019, and his third in February 2020. The star's first home cost about £3 million, while the second cost an eye-watering £8 million. His most recent buy cost him £4.175 million. The second home, a 5-bedroom Georgian property across the street from his first, has plenty of character. The latest North London property in Harry's name is an 18th century villa. It's thought the neighboring houses were previously one big house before being separated into 2 semi-detached homes. So Harry could be planning to merge them back together again. Cars. Being the world's biggest boy band's chart-topping heartthrob is as close to godlike status as you can get. As a result, this guy's life may already be fantastic. We can all agree that filling your garage with whatever cars you want is the most pleasing way to spend money. He spent over $200,000 on this fancy new Ferrari California convertible to drive around Beverly Hills back in 2012. Harry was also seen test driving a great Porsche 911 Sports Classic, but ultimately decided to buy a Jaguar Roadster. The classic red convertible E-Type Jaguar Roadster was once regarded as the sexiest car of all time. So it will go well with this gentleman. Perhaps Harry has a propensity for sliding into old cars. Harry has a passion for vintage cars in addition to his image as a ladies' man and a body covered in tattoos. In January 2014, he was seen driving a classic Mercedes-Benz through West Hollywood. Harry's love of cars has been very well acknowledged. For good measure, he possessed a sporty 4x4. The popular musical band's lead singer was spotted in a Range Rover with Kendall Jenner, prompting relationship suspicions. Harry purchased the Audi R8 Coupe, one of the most coveted supercars on the market. The car is valued at more than $138,000, which we can only imagine. However, with this Audi R8, Harry will visit his relatives in northwest England. When Harry was only 18, he spent a lot of money on a beautiful white Ford Capri 1970. Relationships. Harry Styles has been in the public spotlight for a long time, and he has always been a darling. So it's no wonder that his exes list is so long and includes models, actresses, and more models. Caroline and Harry met on The X Factor when she was a presenter. Harry and Caroline began dating when Harry was 17 and Caroline was 31 years old. Things started to go wrong when Harry was seen leaving her residence one morning. After that, everyone could say whatever they wanted. People started calling me a pedophile and a pervert on the street. She started receiving death threats from One Direction fans, which caused the two to break up. Given the photographic evidence of their second date in Central Park, it's hard to erase the short-lived relationship between these two significant sensations, Harry Styles and Taylor Swift. Kendall and Harry had a tumultuous history, which began when the two were first seen having dinner in Los Angeles in November 2013. They parted up in February 2014 after a short relationship. Kendall and Harry were pictured canoodling on a yacht on New Year's Eve after a brief relationship. Thoughts of fans were validated a week later when Khloe Kardashian revealed that the two were dating. Camille Rowe, Victoria's Secret model, was Harry's most recent girlfriend. Fans noticed Harry's voice in Camille's Instagram story, which sparked rumors about their relationship. Harry brought Camille to his family when they were dating. He's also been seen holding her pocketbook, which is super cute. That's all for today. Comment down your favorite song of Harry Styles. Please be a doll and drop us a like on this video. Also, do subscribe to Celebrity Rewind to stay tuned to more new content. Hasta la vista, folks!